Why I believe in God. I believe in God just for one reason. Because he's not here. If you don't understand what I'm saying, it's because you haven't thought about it enough. He's not here. That's why I believe in him. Because this world is so empty. It's full of nothing but death and people striving to get things that in the end are never going to fulfill them. That's why I believe there's a God. It's like being thirsty and therefore believing in water, or being hungry and therefore believing in food. You're starving to death, yet you've never heard of food before. Yet you say to yourself, the only way that I can get full is if there's food out there. There's got to be some food out there somewhere. So you look for it. Try to get it. You read about it, study about it, pray to it, do whatever you got to do to try to find it, because the world we're living in is not, I think people ask the wrong questions. They say, why is there so much evil in the universe, in the world, so much pain and suffering? How that means that there can't be a God. Guess what? You're actually right in a way. But what you're saying is basically, it's not that there isn't a God, it's that he's not here. He's not here. We are outside of his embrace. So I know I made a video before talking about how maybe this world is hell. I think there's really no question about it, because people say, and these are Christians that say this, these are theologians that say this, what is hell? Hell is separation from God, eternal separation from God. Okay, so then what is heaven? Well, heaven is the opposite of that. It's eternal union with God. You're finally with him. You're there. You understand him. He understands you. You're in good relationship with him. He's forgiven you. You're clean. You can have a relationship with him now. So where are we right now then? If we're not in hell, but we're definitely not in heaven, where are we? What is this? You say it's purgatory. You say it's life. You say it's whatever. I say, if separation from God is hell, and the reason why there's pain and suffering and horrificness on this earth is because God is not present, then what really makes, what it differentiates from where we are right now from hell? People say, oh, well, there's extra suffering and there's a burning sensation. Okay. All you got to do is watch some videos on the internet of people getting burned alive on this earth. This is hell for them at that moment. What's the difference? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think the doors to hell are locked on the inside. Believe it or not. It's what, not what makes you go to hell, but what keeps you in hell, because you're already there. Let's talk about what keeps you in hell. What keeps you in hell is disbelief. What keeps you in hell is the unwillingness to acknowledge God, to look for God, because God has put all kinds of things all over this earth to show you that He created it. You look at a flower, you look at a bee, you look at a tree, you look at clouds, you look at anything, and you're just like, you're supposed to believe that this was all some huge mistake. Some huge mistake where all this fucking shit just came from nowhere. You're actually going to choose to believe that and look at all the evidence around you that indicates otherwise, that there was a design to all this. You're going to ignore all that stuff. Why? Just because what? You don't want to acknowledge God. What happens if you acknowledge God? Then you're like, oh shit, I got some serious explaining to do for my life. So the real question is, how do we get here? What do we do to, like, if we're already in hell, then what do we do to deserve this? And that's a great question. I don't know the answer to that question. Sometimes I think the answer is, in a previous life, our spirit did something not good. Our spirit that was inhabiting another body did something not good at all. Maybe it literally rebelled against God in heaven, you know. Maybe what we are is fallen angels, you know. You say, well, I don't have any memory of that. Well, maybe part of your punishment is that your memory gets wiped and you get sent to a planet where there is no God around and where shit just happens and it seems random, and the most powerful, horrific, evil people have the most influence over everybody and everything. Evil seems to win a lot down here. Not always, but it wins enough for you to go, I kind of feel like hell, like we're on some type of a crossroads between heaven and hell right here. It's like the battle for heaven and hell is happening on earth. That's what I think. You have good forces and you have evil forces. Plenty of good people in this world doing all kinds of unbelievably nice, awesome things, you know. Unbelievably nice, awesome things. People donating millions of dollars, people building houses for someone else, you know, in another country, people feeding the hungry. I mean, there's just tons of awesome things that happen in this world. It's not only a godless place. It seriously is like a battle over heaven and hell happening on this earth. That's the way I look at it. There's so much good and there's so much evil. And, you know, you can't deny the fact that you look at just about every politician, not just in our country, but in the world, and they are not good people. Yet they're the most powerful people on the planet. I don't know, man. Just some thoughts I have. Sorry, I know this is a weird video. Have a good night, guys.